Well, Doyle just looks like he's having a good time.
He does. He really does.
Right, 2600.
And his whole demeanor and
2,600.
countenance changes when he does smile. He's such a huge smile, and it's amazing to watch. Please fold, please fold. Okay.
It's just an amazing accomplishment at that age to be starting a tournament that could last 7 or 8 days. If he runs well, this is a big
That's
big
been
endeavor.
his concern, absolutely.
Call.
JJ just calling, and Doyle comes along too.
We players.
Ooh, 2 spades for Doyle.
And Doyle last cashed to the main event at age 80,
Check.
2013.
Check.
Finished 409th.
4100.
Yeah, Mean following up with his original raise, that he's going to be met with a flush draw and top pair. There's top pair coming along. And that flush draw for Doyle.
Call.
Oops. JJ still best.
Check.
8's now picking up a gutter ball. Let's see if he wants to continue with this ruse. Doyle with a pair to go with his nut flush draw. Somewhat short stack though.
16,000.
Doyle's going to bet on the come.
I mean, can't feel good about his 8s anymore. I think we're just Hollywooding a little before hitting the muck.
And FYI, masks do not cover up your tells, okay? He's like a little nervous under there, but reaching for chips?
Wow.
Really? I mean, he doesn't put anybody on an ace, I guess, if he's coming along, but maybe it is just a little.
Wow, I'm really surprised with this call. You got to look at Brunson's stack and know that he's not folding this hand. Very, very unlikely to fold this hand at any point.
Got
Let's
rid
see
of
here,
JJ.
maybe a brick on the river, but
Oh,
no.
Doyle hits his flush on the end.
Also giving 8s a straight. This is an amazing card for Doyle. He should get that last 13K paid off.
$52 in the middle. So I wonder how much of this can I get him to pay off? Yeah, I mean, as Jamie mentioned, hit it straight with that 3rd spade on board.
13-8.
All in. And a call. There's the straight. There's the flush. Doyle with the double up.
Let's go.
Doyle Brunson, over 80,000.
Doyle acting like he's been here before.
Kick us off the
Tickets and went on. But yeah, we have top 10 school for poker in the country.
So pretty unconventional to have limped with 10s, and then Doyle just calls behind with ace-king. Playing the smallest pot possible with these hands.
Look at all the clubs out there. So the 10s only made hand right now, and they're in another club. Ace of clubs.
1,000.
Doyle catching the flop.
And Amin donking out with 4 deuce suited. He's got bottom pair, some backdoor possibilities. I guess just hopeful that since it's a limp pot that no one has an ace.
Call. Call.
1,000 from each.
We players. Check. Check.
Doyle's world. Yellows are worth 1,000.
3,500.
There's a chance Win may want to stick around. Now that there's 2 aces out there, you start to feel a little bit better about your 10s.
Call.
Especially second spade there, you could give Doyle some kind of flush draw. Oh.
Oh, wow. Talk about turning the tables on Doyle Brunson.
And a nice check.
Doyle with just the 3 aces. Win. Rivers the boat.
12,000.
Say goodbye to 12,000.
And almost full pot, and I like this because he's got the best ace in his mind. He's thinking, I'm going to charge a weaker ace here, and it's going to pay me off. May as well go full pot.
Will Doyle be able to get away from the raise?
Great.
Raise 30,000.
It's tough in Doyle's spot because
Okay.
he just limped behind with ace king, so he shouldn't have a hand as strong as ace king here. He has to think, is Win going to raise on the river here with something like ace queen or ace jack?
What an interesting moment for Doyle Brunson. Can he get rid of this?
It looks like he's going to.
I think I'm going to have to.
Who raises Doyle Brunson on the river without it?
It was a check raise.
Nice
Wow,
fold.
what
There
a
we go.
fold by Doyle Brunson.
Show him. Respect your elders. Show him immediately.
Tave all in with king queen
Whiskey, honey, lemon.
after
you can
Wallace
put it in
raised
if
it
I
with
said
ace
that.
jack suited. Doyle Brunson with
Yeah, thank you.
Queen
And tea.
10.
It's like tea, honey, lemon, whiskey.
see that our buddy Max
Better
Tave
wait 2 seconds.
small in actually 3,600.
I like Tave's hopefulness too. He's ordering a drink as he shoves all in with no fold equity.
Hope it's a really expensive one and celebrate whatever happens. He's had a good World Series, as mentioned, had a nice score in the reunion,
What this is,
third place finish. A big
There
event,
is no green there.
13,000 players. And
And-
now doing what he needs to do to hit this flop. Packing up.
Even if you were to bust here, there's still post limbs. There's quite a bit of the schedule of WSOP after the main event.
So no, Lawless with the ace jack still to make a decision here, but he does just call.
We play it, 1 all in.
A lot of paint. There's 8, 9, jack, 10, queen.
That is a straight. I see you counting on your fingers. Yep, that's a straight.
That's a straight, yeah.
Tave looking at this flop like, okay, this isn't so bad for me. Thinking that he's way more alive than he really is. He's drawing to a 10.
And Doyle sees the bet of 7,000. Flopping the nuts.
It should turn around Doyle's post-dinner break slump.
And it should.
Plus he's up against top pair, top kicker.
Raise
There's no
17,000.
flush out there that could beat him.
And when you're all in and you see a bet and a raise, it's just it's such a sinking feeling.
Oh, right.
Yeah, especially when you see this flop and you think it's a good flop for your hand. Now he pretty much knows he's drawing to a 10. Lola's with the ace jack suited here. I think this makes it a little bit of an easier fold that there's an all-in player that has to show down for the main pot. There's not quite as much to fight over, and Doyle is more likely to have a very strong hand raising into a dry side pot.
Now Lawless with top pair, top kicker. I wonder if he thinks he's got Doyle on the hook. Curious to know.
Play it all in.
He says all in.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he thinks he's got Doyle on the
Wow.
hook. And Doyle snap calls with the made straight.
Look like.
And love the way he throws the cards in. I am Doyle damn Brunson. Yeah, good flop. So it's actually Tave that has a little more equity going to the turn than Lawless does. Doyle in line for a double knockout at our feature table. King and Doyle Brunson has them both drawing dead. Still a chop possibility.
Good game.
A river card?
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's not chop yet.
Sit down, sir. Sit
Yep.
down, sir.
Oh. So Tave packed up at just the right moment. Lawless is done. Doyle will get his chips. Tave will get a piece of the others, but Doyle will take the bulk of that
The
pot.
whiskey is on the way. You can see it. We already won a cancel.
It's like Tave can't believe he's getting a piece of this pot. He doesn't want to take his bag off.
David Lawless knocked out, flopping top pair with top kicker, but Doyle flopped the straight. He'll end up chopping a small portion of that pot, as Tave was in for just 3,600. I bet Doyle Brunson knows how to play ace queen. I'd love for him just to pull out a copy of Super Systems and like go through the pages. It's like Einstein didn't have to remember things because he wrote things down, he said. Doyle wrote it all down. Did JJ Lou hit that flop? Is there a 5 there? Yes. 5 more hands to play.
About a week, you come back on 11 a.m.
Doyle gets there so far, but 2 more hearts and another heart on the end, and JJ Lou turns the tables on the flush maker Doyle Brunson.
Ooh, and he overbets the river.
And a quick call. Was that a raise?
Min raise,
He
yep.
Oh, min raise. He reached, he almost threw, he checks, he calls, he loses.
Black again.